90.5 KCSU Fort Collins. My name is DJ EJ, and welcome to Live and Local. I'm here with Downey Chase, a local Colorado artist, and here's a little intro about him. Downey Chase, a name that might evoke visions of a hero from some weathered cowboy movie, is the newest project of Nic Lussier, known by some as the vocalist guitarist of indie rock group the Brazen Youth. Downey Chase is part alter ego, part romanticized musings, and part unfiltered authenticity. For Lussier, it's a foray onto uncharted territory and a venture of self-reliance. With his debut singles I Spin and Flash Forward, Downey Chase hopes to convey images of nature and the movement of his life through an introspective storytelling. Downey Chase is currently based in Boulder, Colorado. So, first song coming up, I'm very excited for you guys to hear, and take it away.
The sea swallows him whole, but he retains his form, sinks far below the core. Then he wakes up, and all at once he remembers just who he was. All at once, every universe is upon us. She wakes from a 100-year dream, rubs her eyes, can't recall where she is. She lived a good long life, but it wasn't real. She was only asleep in a dream, and all at once she remembers just who she was. All at once she grieves for what never was. All at once I remember just who I was. All at once every universe is upon us. Thank you.
90.5 KCSU Fort Collins. My name is DJ EJ, and welcome back to Live and Local. We are joined here with Downey Chase. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
Say that one more time.
Oh, I said I'm just doing really well. How are you?
Doing great, thank you. That last song that we just heard from him was All at Once. Kind of walk us through that. Like, what's that song about? And tell me about it.
I mean, it's a new song. I've only played it a few times live, Yeah, I don't really know quite what it's about, but I think it's the goal of writing it was to write a song about the multiverse.
Heck
So that's really what it's
yeah.
about. Yeah.
Sick. I love it. Well, I guess just kind of tell me a little bit about yourself. Just kind of who you are, what kind of music you play, let's just go back to the beginning. How did you start with music?
Yeah, so I mean, I come from a musical family. My dad's a singer, my brother's a
Nice.
musician, so grew up playing music, and then I started playing in a band when I was like in middle school.
Cool.
Eventually became a band called the Brazen Youth that I've done a lot of touring with, and yeah, we started off as like a Red Hot Chili Peppers cover band.
Oh, nice.
And from there, just slowly replaced Red Hot
Yeah.
Chili Peppers songs with original songs, and yeah, and then I live out here, and I do the Brazen Youth as well as this solo project.
Heck
So,
yeah. What inspired you to do something solo?
basically just moving out here, I wanted to play a lot of shows still, so
Yeah, I feel you.
it just sort of naturally occurred. Yeah.
Heck yeah. How's it been with the Brazen Youth? Kind of tell me about that dynamic of that band, maybe.
Yeah, we're best friends, so
Cute.
it's pretty easy to be in a band with Micah and Charlie because we're just best friends, and
Heck yeah.
we just got off a tour this past October with Richie Mitch and the Coal Miners, and that was a lot of fun. And yeah, we're doing some writing as well for our next album. So
Cool. That sounds
Yeah.
awesome. And I guess just kind of with this solo project, is Brazen Youth, it's like more indie, you said.
yeah, Brazen Youth is a little more like indie rock.
Okay, cool. So then why jump into folk, I guess, or kind of even more into this acoustic side?
Yeah, I had a lot of like folk songs that I've written over the years that just didn't quite feel like Brazen Youth songs. They didn't feel like they lended themselves to like a band arrangement, so
Yeah.
sort of just put them in my back pocket and felt like a good opportunity to start playing them because
Sick.
I feel like I can play them solo a lot easier. So
Yeah, I feel you. When did you start going solo?
I put my only album out this past October, and I started playing shows solo like a month before that. So
Okay.
it's a brand new world to me.
Yeah, it seems like it. Sick. Well, let's play another song. This one's called "Long Long Time." Do you have any context to build it up for that?
No, not really.
Long, long time. Okay, cool. Here's "Long, Long Time" with Downey Chase on 90.5 KCSU, Fort Collins.
It's been such a long, long time. I spent my life in a long line. Never questioned it once till we locked eyes. I thought it seemed like it gave me the right sign to split, to fade, to hide, to follow your trace to the outside. It's been such a long, long time. Haven't seen your face in a lifetime. Though I remember every speck, every little line. And it seemed like it would never really show the face of a ghost in the window, the shape of a stranger in a shadow. Whatever it was telling me to go, to go, to go.
90.5 KCSU Fort Collins. My name is DJ EJ, and welcome back to Live and Local. I'm here with Downey Chase. How's it going? Heck yeah. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting to turn on your mic. Doing well. Excellent.
It's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day. Okay, let's keep on rocking with these questions. I guess my first one's a little bit abstract, meta. Just what does creativity mean to you?
Oof, that's a great question. I think it just means having an individualized process of making something unique, and there shouldn't be any external scale to measuring that. It should just be how it feels to you. Yeah,
I feel that too. I guess kind of jumping off of that is kind of the way that you write music. So kind of take me through your songwriting process, and then what are a few of the favorite songs that you've written before?
Sure. Yeah. So I usually write. I usually sit down and try to write music every day. It's just part of it's like how I get my thoughts out. It's like my journal. And I, record in the voice memos of my phone. I think I have like 3,000 voice memos.
Wow.
I pay too much money now to back it all up every month. Because, but yeah, and then I'll get the basic ideas down, and then I usually like to just walk away from it because I don't want it to feel like a burden at any time. I want it to just be
smart.
in a flow state. So the moment I sort of feel like I'm hitting a wall, I usually kind of leave the process. Then I'll listen back to the voice memos, usually right before I go to sleep, and then
nice.
Just try to work on the songs
and then dream about
within
them.
a couple of days. That's the goal. Hasn't really happened yet.
No.
But it's usually will take me a couple of days to write a song just because I like to think about it while I'm doing it. But every once in a while there's a song and I think pretty much every songwriter has experienced this, where a song will just come out like as you're playing it, it'll just be written, and those are the most magical types of songs for sure.
Has that happened to you yet?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Tell me about that, kind of how it felt.
The one I'm about to play actually was like that.
Yay!
So it just kind of, I recorded it pretty much as I was writing it too. Decided just to keep the kind of, it wasn't the best recording, but it captured the moment that I was writing it in, so I decided just to keep it. And
smart.
It was the first full performance I ever did of the song, just to get the idea down.
Wow.
And I liked it, so decided to keep it.
I love it. Is that one of your favorite songs then, you would say?
I'd say so. For this project, yeah.
Cool.
For Downey Chase. Yeah.
Heck yeah. And then I guess kind of on the same vein is kind of, what is your favorite song to perform live? That is different. Yeah.
I think my favorite one to play live right now is the first one I played today, All at Once, just because it's one of the newer songs I've written, and it's a little challenging for me to play it on guitar. So it's a little scary, but it's like it feels good after it's done, so.
Yep. I hear you. Well, that's awesome. Sick. And I guess there's kind of like one last thing is kind of about your own musical taste. How do you think it's been morphed and changed throughout the years?
Yeah. I definitely, I love electronic music. I listen to electronic music. Most of the music I listen to is electronic, and I think that has sort of inadvertently influenced me with just sort of singular loops of like 3 chords that just slowly build in dynamics. It's fun. So
heck yeah. And then I guess it's kind of like, so then why folk? Why do you play folk?
I don't know. I've never really asked myself that. I think it just sort of came naturally. Playing guitar and singing just sort of, for me, just turned into folk. And obviously I love like Bob Dylan. Adrianne Lenker is probably my hero. So listening to artists like that who lend themselves to folk and finding influence, and I also just really love the simplicity. The self-aware simplicity that's in folk music, that it's really just about the essence that it's carrying, and it's not trying to be like fancy, and I like that.
Yeah, so. I completely agree. Well, awesome. Let's play a few more songs. This next one is called I Spin. Do you have any backstory for it?
Yeah, so I wrote this song, like I said, I wrote it kind of in one pass after my first ever trip to the sand dunes.
Nice.
It was a new moon that night, so just a lot of stars in the sky, and it was very inspiring to me, so decided to write a song about it.
Sick. Okay, well, here's I Spin on 90.5 KCSU Fort Collins.
I spin, I float. We just crumble the way we come. We just crumble the way we come. You lift your load. You don't have to do it alone. You could realize you're known, from the kings to the rats to the garden gnomes. Do you know who you are, my love? Do you know these stars, my love? They just fire and shoot and burn. They burn, they burn, they burn just like us. It just births and breathes and rots. It just leaves me begging for a stop. We are unmoved. We don't have to be so glued. We could sway and shake our roots. Do you know who you are, my love? Do you know these stars, my love? They just fire and shoot and burn. They burn, they burn, they burn just like us.
Thanks. 90.5 KCSU Fort Collins. My name is DJ EJ, and welcome back to Live and Local. I am joined here with
Downey Chase.
Downey Chase! How has it been going so far this whole session?
It's been great.
Heck.
It's been amazing.
Rock and roll. We got a little bit more questions for you. Let's focus on the local. So you moved here. When did you move here?
I moved here in July of 2023.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So then how has Boulder been?
It's been great.
For you, yeah?
Yeah. I like it.
Okay, cool. And then you come up here sometimes, I'm assuming, just to play around and.
Yeah, I haven't been to Fort Collins since like 2019 actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was actually in this studio in 2019.
Yeah, tell me about that, because you were telling me about that before.
Yeah, we did the same kind of thing, but I was sitting over there. And
okay.
But yeah, it was fun.
Okay, sick. Was
So
that
thanks for having me
for
back.
Brazen Youth?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Well, what do you like about the Colorado music scene?
Everyone's so friendly. I mean, I like folks that I've reached out to, shows that I've played. Everyone's just really welcoming and warm, which is really nice. And people just seem really willing to share what they know and help each other out. And
yeah, is there any bands worth noting that have been extra welcoming?
Well, one person in particular, Anna Frick. She's she's a mastering engineer. She mastered my record, and she was just really amazing to work with. I really appreciated that she was willing to take the time to master my record. And
heck yeah.
She connected me with some folks. I met a fiddler who played on my album.
Nice.
Carson McHaney. He's an awesome
Cool.
musician too. And so yeah,
Heck yeah.
there seems like it's kind of a small group, but a like a robust group.
Yeah,
So,
I agree with that.
yeah.
We have a little classic question we ask at KCSU, which is, if you were on a deserted island, who would you take?
Yeah. I mean, I would probably take my partner.
Oh, wait, stop.
Seems like the right person to take.
That's so sweet. Why would you take them?
Well, can I take my dog too? Or can I take both of them? Because
fine, yeah, you can take 2.
then I would just do that. That's pretty much just my life anyway. So.
Oh, okay. Well, what would make it so special?
I mean, it'd be kind of. I mean, we'd live on an island together. I guess build a house, hang out with
you're
the dog.
so right. Living the dream.
Sounds kind of nice, actually.
No, I hear
Is it
you.
like an Arctic island, or is it like?
I'm assuming it's like the classic
tropical
tropical kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
Like Lost.
Yeah. If you know of any opportunities to move to a deserted island, let me know. Sounds nice.
You're landlocked, so
Yeah.
not for a while.
Yeah.
Awesome. I guess another random question is kind of, what's a song that you wish you wrote out of everyone that you've liked and all the songs that you've admired? What is something you wish you wrote?
For some reason, the first song that comes to mind is Poncho and Lefty by Townes Van Zandt.
Ooh.
And I think just because that, to me, is sort of just a perfect song. It's so good.
Okay.
It just tells a beautiful story. And yeah.
Sounds good.
I guess that one.
Cool. And we're kind of getting a little bit to the end here for Live and Local. So do you want to plug, do you have any new music coming out?
Yeah, so I'm working on some new music now, which will be coming out in the spring and summer.
Nice.
And I also have some music out on Spotify under just my name, Downey Chase. And
Cool.
I think it's everywhere else too. I think it's
Okay.
on,
Spotify,
all the
Bandcamp.
DSPs.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So,
And you say spring, summer, like this year or next year?
yeah. So pretty much once I finish the songs, I'm just gonna put them out. So
Rock and roll. That's awesome. Well,
Yeah.
cool. And then like, do you have an Instagram where people can follow you?
yeah, Downey Chase Music.
Okay, cool. Downey Chase Music.
Name. So, and then I have a website too, downeychase.com.
Sounds
If
great.
you're interested.
Awesome. Perfect. Okay, well, let's finish up this session. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I hope that you had some fun. And yeah, so this is I Search Everywhere. This is your last song. Do you have, what's the story behind that?
This is the first, pretty much the first song I wrote after I moved to Colorado. It's beautiful. Actually, I need to backtrack. It's the first song I wrote after going back to New England for the first time after moving here.
Ooh.
It's sort of going back home and seeing how everything sort of changed but stayed the same. And, you know.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thanks for coming on. And here's I Search Everywhere by Downey Chase. This is 90.5 KCSU, Fort Collins.
Thank you. One time we sneaked from the bedroom to sleep under the moonlight. Ocean foghorns through the window. A little after midnight, and I still see you waiting by the stairs, and I still hear you, but it's fading. I search everywhere. Drive by to see some of the changes. Excavators and vines. I guess it depends on where you look to see the state of the times. 'Cause sometimes there is meaning in ordinary things, and sometimes there is not. You gotta keep moving. And I know the cities and the lovers and the things that seem to hold
ends in their means, but every part of you is just spinning and changing like the wind and the universe expanding. And sometimes things must die to be born, and sometimes things must die to be known. One time we sneaked from the bedroom, but that was many years ago. One time I thought I felt forever, but I would have known.
Thanks.